Jalapenos, one of the only green things allowed to be consumed on Epic Mealtime. Today on Handler, we're gonna show you how to make some bacon-wrapped, cheesy stuffed Jolly Poppers.
Oh, Jolly? All right then, forget that.
All right, first thing we're gonna need to do is grab our Epic Mealtime equipment. So grab the paring knife, baking sheet, and cutting board.
And where do you get this equipment?
smart.epicmealtime.com. Okay, so in terms of ingredients, here's what we're gonna need. Cream cheese, shredded mozzarella, obviously some bacon, and some jollies.
And why are these skewers taking a bath?
This is to prevent the skewers from burning when we put them in the oven.
Science.
All right, we're gonna bake these Jolly Poppers today, so go and preheat your oven to 385 degrees. A key aspect of cutting these jalapenos is making sure that you cut a straight line across the top, because when we place them in the oven, putting them right side up in order to cook evenly. All right, what we're gonna do now is core the inside of these jalapeno peppers. Stick your knife in on each side and kind of cut the membrane off, and then scoop it out like so.
When you're dealing with jalapenos, be careful not to touch your eyes or mouth while you're touching them, because that could end badly for you.
All right, before you start laying out the jollies, lay your baking sheet with some tin foil. So wrap the bacon strip around the jalapeno, but make sure to keep the top open because we're gonna stuff it with cheese later on, and we're gonna use this flat surface to keep these upright to cook them evenly. You wanna use the skewer to secure the bacon strip in place on the seam.
We've actually made these before in an episode of Epic Mealtime. If you wanna see that, go back and watch Epic Hors d'oeuvres. If you wanna see other crazy culinary creations, go back and watch all our episodes.
It's time to put them in the oven. You want them in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want the bacon to be nice and crisp. It's time to get on our mozzarella cheese and cream cheese mixture, which we're gonna stuff inside the pepper.
Can't wait to put our cream inside these holes.
All right, so you're gonna need 2 parts of shredded mozzarella, 1 part of cream cheese. I'm just gonna eye this. That's about 2 parts. That's about 1 part. And you wanna mix it all together until it becomes one creamy consistency. And the consistency should be that. All right, so the jollies are almost done cooking in the oven. We're gonna take them out and let them cool, and then stuff them with this cheese mixture. Now you can use a spoon, or show you how to make a real fancy piping bag.
You wanna get real deep up in these jollies.
All right, so take your Ziploc bag and roll it all the way down to the corner, because you're basically using the corner to pipe it into the hole. Grab your cheesy mixture and put it into the corner of the piping bag like so. Roll the piping bag back up, get the air out, and squeeze the mixture all the way to the bottom, trying to get as much air out as possible. And then we're gonna snip the tip and squeeze it into the cavity of the jelly.
We're like kitchen moils. All right, so I took these bacon wrapped jollies out of the oven and I let them cool off.
You gotta separate them from the skewers. What you wanna do now is place them seam down so they don't unravel. All right, so the jollies have cooked nice. Grab your piping bag and squeeze the cheese mixture inside the center.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot more fun than it looks, eh?
Oh, I need a cigarette.
Now we're gonna put these back in the oven, so place them seam down on the baking tray.
So now this is leftover. I could go eat this in the closet?
All right, so we just stuffed the jollies with the cheese mixture, and we gotta put them back in the oven. But in order to prevent the cheese from oozing out, we're gonna make a cap for them. So take the caps, core out the seed and flesh with a spoon.
Oh, so it's like a little hat.
Cut the stem off like so, and stick it in sideways, like that. Throw it back in the oven for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, grab yourself a drink and talk to yourself. I know, I'm really good. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Handle It, where we showed you how to make these cheesy stuffed bacon wrapped Jolly Poppers.
Head over to smart.epicmealtime.com and pick up your very own Epic Mealtime cooking arsenal. Subscribe and tune in next week when we show you how to handle making a fancy bandana out of your t-shirt.
These are delicious.
Thank you.